Hello everyone. What are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. I want to talk to you today about life. Just life, okay? Here's what I have found out. I was speaking with a prospect. In fact, we were speaking over a project that she's working on. She wants to take this project globally, and we connected. And as she was sharing her process of manifestation and how she manifests and just things about her and how she looks at manifestation, there were times in the conversation that she couldn't bring out certain words or certain sentences. She was careful when she was speaking, but I could sense that at certain times she wasn't able to find the words. And you might have had this happen to you as well, where you step in and you say what you would think that they might say. Now, that's not entirely true. You see, when you are focused and you're aware of the conversation, you may think that you are saying what you think that they should say, what they're about to say, what they should say. But in essence, you are projecting that word to them because you're so focused on the conversation that they're picking up your thought. Now, how do I know that? Because this has happened so many times with one of my daughters. My youngest daughter, we have probably the strongest connection. And when I think of something, it's like I have the thought, but she says it through her mouth. Or she has the thought, and I say it through my mouth. And there's no coincidences and no failure in life. Therefore, when you are in a conversation with someone, I want you to use that to give yourself life. So because this phenomenon happens, when you are building rapport with someone, you're there, you're present, you're aware, you're paying attention, you're listening to what they're saying. I want you to put words in their mouth. Now you might say, well, Luminita, why would you put words in their mouth? I know this sounds bad, but hear me out. You are giving your energy. You are loving, you are compassionate, you are an empath. You are serving others. And I'm sure that they're doing the same thing. Because see, we have been taught how to give. Just put out, and forget about you. Well, that's the wrong kind of love. To love another before you love yourself. So I'm teaching you to love yourself. So what does it mean to love yourself? Is to give yourself what it is that brings you alive, that makes you happy. What does that mean? Well, would it make you happy if your client said, sure, here's the credit card, I'll pay in full? Would that make you happy? Of course. So why not, during your conversation with a client over the phone, through Zoom call or email or face-to-face, why not in that conversation, take your time, be calm, be confident. And as you follow through with the conversation, keep that above you, that affirmation over and over and over and over again. And see what happens. See what happens, because they're going to pick up your thoughts because you're so present in the conversation that at one point, when you say that in your mind and you say it slowly as if they're telling it to you, that's why you should be calm and confident and not hurry to speak and not try to sell, because when we try to sell, we're very busy with our mouth. But when you understand that you are here to receive and you believe in your product and service and they're going to receive the best of the best, you would not put the price on your product and service, the price that you put it on, unless it was worth it to you and to the client. then put words of life in their mouth, because life is in the tongue. You want to bring these dead bones back to life. And what this is referring to, you want to feel happy, excited again. And we know that money buys for us what we otherwise cannot buy. Money can go into places that we physically cannot go. Money is the... Oh, give me a second. So money is the root of all evil, and money is the answer to all problems. Money is the answer to all problems. Think of it. Money is the answer. Money is the answer. What we have been taught, however, was that money is the root of all evil. Yeah, when you run after it and not attract it. To attract is to pull out, to extract. You're attracting, you're pulling. It's gravitating towards you. You're taking it, right? It's coming to you. And when you put the words of life in your client, your partner, your child, whoever, those are the words of life. Not only it will give them life, because you know what you're about to give to them will save their life from where they're at and take them where they want to be. But the money will take you from where you are, where you want to be. And so you see, everybody wins. When you come and meet here, you're taking what's yours and you're moving on. They're taking, or you're taking what's theirs and you're moving on. They're taking what's yours and they're moving on. And so they're both winning. You're both going in your own directions towards your own vision. Your client's vision is to change their life, and your product and service changes their life. As my product manifests without money, changes people's lives. So there's a win-win situation. And if you're not doing the sale with that person, guess what? You lost the harvest. And that harvest now goes to someone else. And they're going to buy from someone else. So there's nothing new underneath the sun. What I teach, so many people teach. It's a different perspective. From a different have different experiences, have a different level of awareness and understanding. My program is different than others, but it contains the law of attraction, the law of creation manifestation, the laws of the universe, the tools of mind, how the conscious and subconscious operate and connected to the body, and how we perceive reality, how we work with the reasoning mind, what happens in the brain, what happens in reality. So I have detailed, as if, you take the Rubik cube and you take it all apart and then you put it back together in a program. And that's what I've done. Now, I don't know what other programs are like out there. I know that when I started manifesting, I've entered into a program where every week I had a certain video that I was watching, and then I was doing homework every single day. So I took the model from that program, but my content is different because of my own experiences, my own understanding, my own level of awareness. And so I know that the program will take you from where you are to where you want to be. That is why I believe and I trust that everyone that comes within the program is going to benefit from it. Now, when you are in front of your client, I want you to put the words of life in their mouth. First of all, set an intention. Set an intention that something that you will say, it will feed them. They will come in agreement. You can set an intention that my client will come in agreement and will decide to be in my program. That's the intention of this call. And you can already decide as to the words they're going to say. One of my favorite lines that I want to hear from my clients is this: what would it take for me to hire you as my coach and mentor? And my answer is, you cannot afford me. And their answer is, try me. And then I tell them the price. Try that. What would it take for me? Meaning, I'll do anything. What would it take for me to be in that program? Well, You cannot afford it. You cannot afford me. What would it take for me to hire you as a coach and a mentor? You can't afford me. Just try me. And then you just go and tell the price. Now, wouldn't that be an amazing scene to play out? So that says that the client is really excited and they really want to have your program. They really want you to be their coach and mentor. But of course, you can find your own affirmation. You can find your own line that you want to hear. It's a matter of beginning to think now and think on purpose. What is it that you haven't heard? What is it that you would like to hear? Would you like to say, here's my credit card, I'm paying in full. Here's my credit card, I'm paying in full. So I would suggest, and I know I put a video similar to this one out there, I would suggest for the next 2 weeks, we're at the beginning of March 2021, I would suggest that you do for 2 weeks every single night, you rehearse the same scene over and over and over again. When I said that, it was 11:11 on my iPhone. I want you to do this for 2 weeks. Every night, repeat the same scene. Make sure that what you decide upon, those words you decide upon, you want to continue to say the same thing and have the same imaginal act for a long time until you break it and you set a different affirmation. But what I would encourage you to do is to make sure that you're setting out this affirmation and you want to stick with it. So ask yourself, what would be the top, the best of the best affirmation or conversation, inner conversation that I would like to have between me and my client? There's a lot of work, and when I say a lot of work, things are going to come against you. And clients that may say no, and you might get defeated and become a victim. You have to push through and persist. So you're putting in this work, as my friend Peggy McCall said, the way you manifest $1 million, you can manifest $100,000, because we're talking about manifesting something. We're manifesting an image. We're manifesting an image with a purpose behind it. You're manifesting a wedding ring because the purpose is for you to be married. You're manifesting the money because the purpose for it is for you to pay the house. You're manifesting a car because behind that there's a purpose for you to travel all around the country. You're manifesting a job because behind that you want to have finances to cover your demands in life. And so everything has a purpose. And it doesn't matter how big or how small it is. The law says there's nothing big or small. And understand that the law helps you and saves you from manifesting too little, and you can go for the big thing from the start. I have so many ideas, so many creative ideas, and ideas are generated when you go into an imaginal act. When you make a decision as to the lifestyle that you want, and you enter into an imaginal act of what that life would look like, and out of that, ideas are generated. And I have went from $20,000 a day to $100,000 a day, and now I'm at a very, very big, high number. That it's scary for me to say. That if I say it, people are going to say, okay, lady, we'll see about that. I'm going to follow you just for that, right? I'm sure that's what you're going to say. The ideas that have been generated out of that and how the connecting dots have formed into my mind, it's mind-blowing. I would have never, ever, ever been able to come up with that creative idea and to that extent of connecting the dots to see the money coming. Now you might say, well, Luminita, you're telling us, and we know this from the law of attraction, that you don't know how. Not yet. But first you must imagine the lifestyle, and out of that lifestyle, out of that image, out of that state, ideas are going to be generated. And every idea is a vision of its own. And in that vision, there's the connecting dots, how to go about putting that idea together. And then you see the venues, and you see ramifications, and you see the money, and you see this, and you can do this, and you can go here, and you can do that. And all of a sudden, it's like One little seed begins to create so many ramifications, like what you call roots. This is what an idea does. It starts to move, and you say, oh my God, wow, that came to mind. I could do that. I could go there. Oh my God. And if I could do this, oh my God, if I do that, that's how much money I'm going to have. According to that and to this and the way I put things together. Now, I would have never, ever come up with the idea and the connecting dots and the ramifications of it if I did not imagine and desire a big lifestyle. It's within all of us that wealth exists. Sarah Blakely said, in a lifetime of a person, they have at least 3 ideas that if they chose one, they could become multimillionaires. Now, knowing this, as a mindset coach and a high performance mentor, then I know that everyone has more than 3 ideas inside of them. I know you have ideas inside of you, and you might not know why they came, but they came with a purpose because you had a deep desire at some point in your life. And that idea has been stuck inside of you. Like Dr. Lipton says, ideas are alive. What got a hold of you, you got a hold of, or what you got a hold of, it got a hold of you. They're alive within you. They're not going to let go of you. Why? Because you're meant to bring them out. Why? So you can die empty. Why? Because the graveyard is the richest place on earth, filled with those ideas, with those resources, with wealth. And so you don't want to take those ideas to the grave. You want to bring them out so you can experience the abundance that's contained within them. And that's why having a program, that's why having a coach and a mentor helps you, guiding you, as when idea comes, instead of you backing away from it, being afraid of it, a coach and a mentor says, no, 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 no. We're pushing forward. We're pressing through. And this is how we're going to do it. Because you want to manifest a big lifestyle. You don't want to manifest a little thing. You want to have life from the fullest. You want to fully express yourself in the morning, fully be excited, fully get up, run around, do whatever you want. As cliche as that may sound, people have become multimillionaires more and more and more these days than ever before. People are more informed. There's more opportunities. A lot more resources to leverage. There's so many resources to leverage. And so how can we tap into those super conscious ideas and these ramifications and connecting of the dots forward? You have to have a strong desire to live a life, because ideas contain within them the exact amount of money that matches their lifestyle. The idea is worthy of a lifestyle. This idea contains the monetary value that is necessary for your lifestyle to become a reality. So the higher you dream, the more you imagine, the bigger you can imagine. I'm not saying the bigger the idea. No, no, no. But you're in the superconscious, you are going to be connected with the perfect idea without a shadow of a doubt. But right now, if you don't know what you're imagining, if you don't know what you're thinking, and you have all these ideas, you don't know why you have them, you're afraid to take them, you don't know how to go about them, because things don't connect in your mind. You don't understand the laws of the universe, you don't understand your mind. And so those ideas are going to sit there, get buried within you, and you're going to live a life of poverty, of lack, when everything you need is already inside of you. We just need to find out those ideas. We need to find out your goals, your visions, your dreams, so that we can pull them out. Now, when I speak of life, life is in the tongue. So you want to be able to wake up one day after you put those ideas into reality. You want to wake up one day and say, I'm so thankful and so grateful that I have had a coach and a mentor. I'm so thankful and so grateful that I have put those ideas into the world. I'm so thankful and so grateful that now I live the lifestyle of my dreams. What is your dream life? I have a video where I talk about dream life or dream speech. What would that dream speech be if all your goals were achieved? All your dreams were achieved? Only your ideas can save you. Now, I know a lot of people say you don't have to worry about where the money comes from. I'm not saying you have to put in the work, because the idea that comes, you're not going to do it alone. You attract all those resources, but the idea attracts the resource. The idea contains within itself the people, the money, and the resources. So as you put it out into the universe, you're opening up the window of heaven. It's just a window, and people get attracted to it, and they're going to drop the finances, and it comes to you. But all you have to do is have that courage, the confidence, the faith to put it out. To do on the outside what you saw in the mind. You have to have the faith to just do it. Just go all out. Be committed. Sold out. Do it anyway. And see what happens. And when you find yourself in front of a client, know that they're there for a reason. Nobody comes in your life by accident. They're there to give you something. And if the conversation doesn't go your way or in the direction that you think it should go, first of all, you should start with the energy that it's already yours. But let that awareness of, what would it take for me to hire you as my coach and mentor? You can't afford me. Try me. That's what you want to hear. Try me. And then you put the effort on the table. That's how you can sell a high big ticket. There's a lot of people now with, ads and so on and so forth. And I came across this guy. I think he said in 8 months he went up to I don't know how many millions. And then I found a short video of his, and he said, do you know how to create a lavish lifestyle? He said, sell a high ticket program or product, a high ticket. This is how you know that the wealthy, they don't look at money, they're looking at the worth. What is it worth to them? If they invest in this, what can this generate for them? And if it generates for them a lot, they're going to pay you a lot. And so you've got to be confident enough that your product and service can really, really, really take a person from where they are to where they want to be. As my program, I know it can take you from where you are to where you want to be. And so you've got to be convinced of your program. You have got to have experienced and tried your own program. I don't like to sell other people's programs. I can't do it. Other people's programs, other people's services, I just can't do it. So put words of life, whatever you want to hear. And leave me a comment below and tell me if you have tried this. Maybe in your house with your partner, maybe with your kids. Just give this a try. This will cause you to be calm and confident throughout the day, cause you to stop and think and say, all right, I hear my partner saying this. I think I have put out a few videos where I have done this. I was in my office, and my partner at the time, I was sitting next to him, and I said, so-and-so is going to turn around and tell me I love you. 4 minutes later, he turns around, kisses my forehead, and says, I love you. I'm like, no, that can't be. I was in a very, very, very calm, aligned state of being. No thoughts were bothering me. So I know I have attracted that. I said, I'm going to do this again. Half an hour later, he's in his office, I'm in my office, and I said, so-and-so is going to come out and tell me I love you. So I put the words in his mouth. Half an hour later, he comes in my office, picks up a folder, goes back, and before he goes in, he goes, I love you. And I said, no way. No freaking way. No way. That just can't happen. But when did it happen? When I said it, expect it. There was no trying. There was no, let me see if this works. I just, in that moment, I wanted to hear that. And then I tested it. That next time I tested it with no doubt. I said, I'm going to do this again. I was excited. And when I saw it happen, I go, oh my goodness. You can receive what it is you want. So go ahead and try. And when you're ready, click on the link below, Manifest Without Money. I have had some requests on the group and on Facebook, Manifest Without Money. And I would encourage you to come within the program so you can come within the group. All right? That's the order. You come in the program, and then you get the benefit of being in the group, because those people that are in the group, they are there to be coached because of the program. So you're receiving the coaching in the program, in the Facebook group. So unless you're in the program, you cannot come within the group. That is why you may see a very low number right now, or I don't know what number is going to be at the time when you're watching this, but I want you to know that I am only coaching the people that are within the program. And I hope to see you in the program and transform your life so that you can become the person that you were meant to become. You came here on this earth with a purpose and an assignment. And you want to know that. You want to discover your purpose, what it is you're living for, what gives you life. I can talk all day about this. All day. Pay me, don't pay me, I'll do it. And this is what I have found when it comes to the coaches and mentors that I surround myself with. They would talk about this all day. I mean, all day. And that's my assignment. That's my purpose. You've got to find something like that. Something that will just, there's nothing else in the mind. It becomes almost as an obsession, a passion, a burning desire. Pay me, don't pay me, but this is what gives me life. This is what makes me feel good. Because as I'm teaching you, I'm receiving and I'm being downloaded more understanding and more awareness, and I get excited because I'm using it. You see, every teacher is supposed to use his own knowledge and understanding in his own program. And so when I hear something, I go click, 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 and I go, oh, I receive knowledge and understanding. I feed myself, and then I'm feeding you. And it's such a wonderful experience to just be a teacher of the word. It's just amazing. I don't know what to tell you. All right. There's no power on earth other than the power of your imagination and the power of word, spoken word. So that's your power and authority. And anything, any industry, really. So I believe that the profession of being a mindset coach and high performance mentor is probably the most honorable assignment that anyone can have on earth, to be honest with you. To teach other people how to set themselves free, to dream big, to become leaders, to trust in themselves, to bring out the best, to change people's behaviors, to see changes from rags to riches, to see quantum leaps, to see faith grown and building and families changed. I wouldn't do anything else but this. This is what brings me joy. So, again, another long video. I appreciate all of you with much gratitude. This is Luminita. Bye now.